Toto Wolff had no hope on Friday, but on Sunday, as the song goes by Toto, they held the line. Down, 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 down.
No chance on Saturday. Total control on Sunday. A 1-2 for Mercedes, but not the order we were expecting it. George Russell came home in first place. Lewis Hamilton came home in second. We can clearly see that Hamilton is not happy. Has he got a legit reason to be unhappy? Was he screwed? Was he sabotaged? Or did he just lose to a George Russell special?
I think he just lost, right? Because you know what you've got to say? Did Mercedes screw Hamilton, or did they save themselves? They saved themselves, because for me, if they put Russell on a two-stop, he is finishing 5th, 6th, 7th. Run there. The one-stop is what made him finish first. Why would Mercedes try and, wrap Hamilton in cotton wool for the sake of him finishing first, when Russell's going to finish 6th?
Yeah, they got a 1-2 instead of like a 1, probably 5 or a 1-6. And yeah, maybe in order to get that, they had to switch the order of the drivers. But from a team perspective, I mean, that was definitely the right call.
Yeah.
I mean, Hamilton won't see it that way. Commentary, Martin Brundle, he, for some reason, thought that Russell was just going to pull over when Hamilton got there. I mean, I think we all knew that wasn't going to be the case. It was the last stint. There was no more pit stops to go. It's not like Hamilton had helped Russell earlier in the race. Now, Hamilton can feel aggrieved to be in this position, but the way Russell's going to look at it is, no, I called a different strategy, and that strategy has turned out... Maybe there's 10 laps to go and others can catch them, but with like 4 laps left, and it's just essentially a shootout for the win here, Russell's not going to pull over. Of course he's not. It would make no logical sense.
Of course he's not. I mean, Hamilton can feel aggrieved, but at the end of the day, he had 5 laps to overtake Russell, whose tyres were 16 laps older than his.
And he couldn't do it.
What would Hamilton have rather been in Russell's position? At the end of the day, Russell, Russell's trying to put the team over. He's trying to say, oh, it was a team call. He's the one that came over the radio and said about the one stop.
True, but you know what? I actually don't think that's doing him any favours.
No, it's not.
It's just pissing off Hamilton. I think
Maybe he's twisting the knife in, I don't know.
It could be. I think if Russell came out and says, nah, it was all me, that yes, that makes him seem a little bit arrogant, but at least then Lewis can be like, well, you know what? I guess Russell's beat me today. But I'm sure when Hamilton hears, because he's not going to exactly know what was going on, so when he hears Russell saying that, he's going to think, so the team decided to put Russell in a position that gave him an advantage over me. So, yeah.
Team Russell, whatever, Lewis Hamilton should have overtook George Russell. Right? He had 5 laps to do it with superior pace. He was about 8 tenths a lap quicker each lap, and Brundle said you only need 5 tenths. See pretty much every time he went into turn 1, La Source, whatever, he was locking up. He was bottling it.
Well, I'm not going to criticise Lewis Hamilton. I don't think he bottled it. I just don't think that... I don't think the overtaking was there. I mean, overall, if you look at it, like, not much overtakes happened in that race.
They didn't, but with the pace offset, he should have got past him. We've seen everyone else who had a pace offset in terms of tyres get past people.
Well, Norris kind of had a pace offset over Max and he didn't get past him.
5 laps, not quite 14, is it? Especially around the longest track. Yo, it's not horrendous from Hamilton, but for me, I think the win was in his own hands. I think if it was Piastri, or you can say the McLaren's fast or whatever, I think if Piastri was second and not like 5 laps to go, he'd have won the race. But Hamilton can cry all he wants, man. At the end, he's leaving the team and Russell's staying. People can cry, there will be people out there that will cry racism about this, but that's just how F1 goes, not racism, by the way. When someone decides to join another team, the other person's going to get the focus. That's just how it goes.
You didn't get the focus, though. This is all Russell's call.
Yeah, but I'm saying, even if it went down, even if it was Mercedes focusing on Russell, Hamilton still had it within his hands to take this victory today. And he didn't.
He shouldn't have had to, though. I mean, you're being very negative against Hamilton here.
He shouldn't have had to.
No, I think he had the race won.
He had the race. If Russell wants to do a one stop, then what's against that?
Nothing against it, but I mean, Lewis wasn't to be expecting that. Lewis, I thought, drove the best race today, and yeah, he didn't win. It's not saying he got cheated, like, but you're making it as if Lewis was shit. He should have got past him.
I think he should have got past him.
Well, you're on
He said we about 12 laps to go. Am I on target to beat him? Now, the commentators thought it was Piastri and Leclerc, or more Piastri than
I
Leclerc.
don't know why you listen to them. They don't know what they're talking about. They thought Russell was going to move
Yeah,
over.
but Hamilton's asking, I'm not on about listening to him, I'm talking about Hamilton's radio message. Hamilton is clearly asking, am I on pace to beat Russell?
Look,
so he knew with 12, it's not a case of he caught up to him thinking, is he going to let me through? He knew with 12 laps to go, he had to overtake Russell. No?
And he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't overtake him.
Right, so what's your problem? It doesn't mean he was crap. It just meant he couldn't get past him. There wasn't many overtakes in this race today.
Well, that's where I'll disagree though. I think Lando Norris, another guy who couldn't overtake, I think it was a pretty piss poor performance of Lando considering what his teammate did.
Well, I think McLaren didn't help him either with the strategy, but whatever. We'll move on.
No, they didn't help him with the strategy, but what's got the fastest car out there? You look at the fastest laps, take out Sergio Perez, which we'll get to in a minute. McLaren had the fastest car. Piastri's fastest lap is 0.8 quicker than Hamilton's. Norris' fastest lap is 1.1 quicker than Hamilton. To me, it's night and day who's got the fastest car out there. I think it's a great drive for both Mercedes, but I think if you're going to give Hamilton credit, you have to give Russell more. He did 30 odd laps on the one set of tyres and won the race. Also, other guys that
He did, but I mean, let's say Russell does the same strategy as Hamilton. He's not fucking getting a podium, so.
Yeah, that's why F1's different though. He's the tyre whisperer. Is the point of it?
I honestly don't think there's that much difference on the hards. I don't think that having fresher hards really makes up for that much.
Yeah, maybe it played out that way, but Piastri should have stayed out. Norris probably should have stayed out in his first set of hards, but none of them did. I think McLaren are just playing things far too safe. And I think a guy that drove a pretty good race was Leclerc. I think you can clearly tell that Ferrari is the slowest at the top four. And he's finished fourth, only 8.5 seconds off the lead. And a key way of looking at this is when you look at the fastest laps. Leclerc's fastest lap is only a tenth quicker than Russell's, and he's way off everybody else. As for Verstappen, we all kind of expected him to finish a bit higher up than that. Sainz, again, I think Ferrari did him no favours. I mean, they keep him out for 20 laps. They pit him after like 6 on the medium. And as for Perez, I'm a fair guy. I think it was a bad drive from Perez, but they did put him under the mediums for the first stint after the initial one off the line.
I mean, let's be honest. I think they can get. I think Perez could have went on any strategy, and he would have still finished 8th today.
Yeah.
From the very get-go, he dropped places, and I mean, you could tell in the first stint he just didn't really have the pace of the top two, and it did look like the train was the Trulli train was building up behind Perez. Did they maybe screw him? Did they leave life in his tyres by bringing them in to get him out the way of Max? Yes, but I mean, let's not pretend like if they gave Perez the optimal strategy today, he's getting a podium or something like that, because he's really bloody not.
Has Perez done enough to secure his drive?
Absolutely not. I mean, he got fastest
Would you replace him with Ricardo?
But he just signed a 2-year deal.
He has, but I mean, that can always change. They can be broken.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think Ricardo's... It's been a long time since Ricardo was at Red Bull, and I don't think Ricardo's been impressive enough. I think I'd rather see Shinoda in the seat. Or you know what? I maybe consider giving Albon another go.
Yeah, something like that. As for 9th, Alonso,
maybe give Alonso a chance.
But they won't do that. Alonso, 9th, pretty good drive.
Carlos Sainz. I know they've ruled him out, but why not?
Yeah, I mean, I would stick Sainz in it. I think Sainz was pretty unlucky today. Ocon 10th, and that's pretty much it for the race. I look at Hamilton. I just think the Hamilton of old would have won that easy enough. I think so.
Yeah, I know Mercedes did say, right, give each other space, but I mean, Hamilton never really got in a position to make an attack. Yeah. So, I mean, you can't even really say, well, Hamilton didn't really want to risk it. You know, he didn't want to. He was obeying team orders. He didn't want to make a mistake that could cost the team the 1-2. He just never got close to him, and that's why I maybe don't think it's Hamilton's fault.
No, but I think it's a bit poor for Hamilton.
If the overtake was there to be done, I think Hamilton would have been attempting it.
I know, but
you can say what you want. Even Piastri was saying, once you get in that dirty air, you can't do anything.
Yeah, but Hamilton, every time in the turn one, man, pretty much every lap when he got in the dirty air was locking up. Stay close to him. I just think with Hamilton is He should have got past Russell for me. I'm not saying it's...
Well, Piastri doesn't think so, but I guess you know more than him, so yeah.
Piastri would have won that race if he was in front of Hamilton.
Piastri says he couldn't overtake.
Yeah. When you were on similar tyre length? Look, you overtook Leclerc.
Aye, he had a couple of attempts at it, and you said the Ferrari's clearly the slowest. I mean,
He overtook him on the second attempt.
Hamilton's got the same car as Russell.
Hamilton shat the bed. It's pathetic, right? See all his team radio messages, like as I said, oh, what's the gap? Oh, we on course to beat him, that's good. And then when they message through, you're free to race, just give each other space. He's lapping up, he's like, okay, Toto. And then as soon as the checkered flag, oh, fuck you, Toto. It's pathetic. Hamilton was loving the team because he thought, I'll catch George Russell and I'll blast past him. And see when George Russell whipped out a tyre whispering masterclass, his fucking arse collapsed. Listen to the way he's even blaming the team in the post-interviews, like, oh, well, you know, I did what I had to do. I didn't know George was going to do a one-stop. You have to prepare for all scenarios in F1. If you asked Hamilton before this race here, do you want to be on a two-stop, hunting down Russell, and you'll catch him with 5 laps to go, and you'll be on 16-lap fresher tyres? You trying to tell me he'll be like, no, I want to take the Russell strategy. Of course.
I know it's denying it.
I just think Hamilton's a sore fucking loser. And he cried last week about Norris being a sore loser.
I called it. Hamilton was going to be crying about it. And you said you were like, nah, I don't think he will.
Yeah, but you seem to think that Lewis Hamilton did no wrong.
What do you mean, did he didn't? In terms of what?
I think Lewis Hamilton threw away a win there.
Nah, how did he throw away the win? It's not his fault. Mercedes put fucking Russell on a strategy that turned it to be better.
No, I don't think it was a better strategy.
Right, okay, it wasn't a better strategy. Funny enough, Piastri took that strategy, he'd have won the race. So how's
better for Piastri.
How's it not better for Russell then?
Because, right, Nugget Cooper, Hamilton caught...
Nugget Cooper?
Hamilton...
Are you fucking retarded? You've just said... You even says...
No,
hold on. No. You even said at the start of this video that if Russell done a two-stopper, he'd have finished 5th, 6th or 7th.
Yeah, but let me explain, right? Because... Piastri was 5 seconds clear of Russell, so therefore Hamilton would not have caught him if Piastri did the one-stop. As for Russell, it clearly wasn't the better strategy because Hamilton caught him with 5 laps to go. It would have worked for Piastri.
But if Russell pit it, he'd have finished 5th, 6th or 7th.
The one-stop's better for Russell than a two-stop, but the one-stop would have been far better for Piastri, would have been Russell.
That's not what you were arguing.
That's what I'm arguing right now.
That's not what you were arguing a minute ago.
No,
we're arguing what was the better strategy, one-stop or two-stop.
Obviously for Russell it's a one-stop.
No, for everybody it was a one-stop.
No, not everyone makes a one-stop work. It wouldn't have worked for Sainz.
Funny enough, that's because the tyre he started on. Would have worked for Piastri.
You're dealing in everything buts. I'm dealing in absolutes.
No, would have worked for Piastri. Would have worked for Russell. Would have worked for Norris if they'd have done that in the beginning. So wait, obviously the one stop was the better strategy. Yeah, that's clear. Now you can try and... It
would have been better for Piastri and Russell.
Just because Piastri was in front? Of course it's going to be...
Yeah, that's the logic I'm using.
Fuck it, nah, just take the L, man. Take the L.
No, you need to take the L.
No, I can't believe you're... So you're saying... the one stop's better for this guy because he's in front. So
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, no shit. If you've got track position, then obviously you're going to be... Nah, just... okay. So a two-stopper was better for Hamilton than it was for Charles Leclerc. It's the same strategy, but it was better for Hamilton than it was for Leclerc. Why is that? Is it because Hamilton was in front, maybe? Oh, but wait. So the two-stopper was better for Hamilton than it was for Danny Rick? Oh, fuck, why is that? Is a two-stop magically work better for Hamilton, or is it just because Hamilton's in front?
But of course it was. No, it's got nothing to do with the in front thing. Ricardo was battling Alonso for 9th. He finished 5 seconds behind him, who Alonso did a one-stop. Hamilton finished 5 tenths behind the guy he was battling for the win and caught him with 5 laps to go.
You think
you've got to break it down by logic, not because he finished 11th, he finished 2nd.
So Hamilton had the better strategy and still lost to Russell. That's the end of the video. That's where we're going.
He did have the better strategy. You give any racing driver 16-lap fresher tyres with 5 laps to go, he should get past the guy in front of him.
Alright, well, just give Russell Hamilton's strategy and where is he in the last 5 laps?
Look at Bahrain.
Where's Russell in the last 5 laps if he was on a two-stopper?
You've been fucking nowhere.
So how's it the better strategy?
For Hamilton, it was the better strategy. I'm saying Hamilton's 2-stop is better than Russell's 1-stop. I'm not saying Hamilton's 1-stop is better than Russell's 2-stop.
That's just me.
You don't understand what I'm saying.
No,
Obviously, Russell doing a 1-stop is better than him doing a 2-stop, but I'm saying Hamilton's 2-stop should be theoretically better than Russell's 1-stop because he's got the pace.
Hamilton was fucking better and he was higher up the grid. How can you not understand that?
That's what I'm saying, though. You seem to be making...
Hamilton's 2-stopper's better than Ocon's 2-stopper because he's got more pace.
No, you're fucking ridiculous.
No, you're ridiculous. I cannot believe.
Look at Bahrain 2014. Hamilton was on the hards, Rosberg was on the mediums. Who had the better strategy? But who won? Exactly. You're talking mince.
No, you've clearly got an agenda here against Lewis Hamilton, man. I can't actually believe you're saying that.
He threw away a race win.
He threw it away, man. He threw it away.
Right.
He threw it away.